Today we're diving into something a little wild, a gaming tablet that looks like it just rolled out of a sci-fi lab. This is the RedMagic Astra, a compact 9-inch powerhouse built for one purpose, to make mobile gaming feel serious. It's small enough to hold in one hand, but powerful enough to go toe-to-toe with many gaming phones and even some laptops. Now, when you think about gaming tablets, you usually imagine something bulky, maybe even awkward. But this one? It's sleek, light, and designed to look like it came from the future. I've been testing it for a week, and honestly, it's one of those devices that grabs attention the moment you pull it out of your bag. It's the kind of gadget that looks cool even when it's just sitting there charging. Inside the box, there's nothing fancy, just the essentials. The tablet, a bright red USB-C cable, and a couple of RedMagic stickers. No case, no extras, nothing unnecessary. And honestly, I respect that. It feels like the company wants the device to do the talking, not the accessories. Now, the first thing you'll notice is the size. The Astra isn't huge. That 9-inch display makes it surprisingly portable. You can hold it with one hand for a long time without strain. It's only 370 grams, which means it's lighter than most tablets in its class. That matters when you're gaming for hours, no sore wrists, no awkward balancing. The bezels are slim, almost invisible when you're focused on the game. But here's the catch. If you hold it wrong, your thumb might touch the edge of the screen and register as an input. It's a small trade-off for having that beautiful edge-to-edge display. Personally, I found that using the pinky finger as a mini stand works well. It's an old phone trick that actually helps here too. The tablet feels tough though. It has a full metal frame and back, giving it a premium solid vibe. It's the kind of device that could probably survive a few drops without crying for help. You can grab it in black or silver, both with a matte finish. Looks great, but fair warning, it picks up fingerprints easily. Even if you haven't touched a fried chicken in weeks, it'll still look greasy after a few matches. So keep that microfiber cloth nearby. Now, RedMagic loves to show off what's inside their devices. On the Astra, you get that transparent window with the Snapdragon 8 Elite branding shining through. It's subtle, but still gives that mechanical gamer look. What I love most, though, is that the camera bar is completely flat. No annoying camera bump wobbling when you put it on a table. That's such a small detail, but it makes a big difference when you're using it for typing or gaming flat on a surface. The fingerprint sensor is built right into the power button on the side. It's not lightning fast, but it's reliable. And yes, you also get Face Unlock as a backup, which is nice for quick access when you're half asleep in bed and just want to check your messages. The Astra runs on RedMagic OS 10 built on Android 15. It's clean, fast, and mostly familiar. If you've used a RedMagic phone before, you'll feel right at home. The interface comes with all the RedMagic flavor, flashy themes, some AI tools, and of course, RGB customization. Now, the RGB lighting here is more chill than what you get on RedMagic phones. It's there, glowing softly behind the fan area and logo, but it doesn't scream, "Look at me." You can change colors and patterns, but it's so subtle most people won't even notice. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. It feels balanced, gaming-centric, but still classy. What really makes RedMagic devices stand out, though, is their game space feature. You flick the small red switch at the top and boom, you're in game space mode. It's like entering a cockpit for gaming. This mode pulls all your installed games into one place and lets you fine-tune every single one of them. You can adjust touch sensitivity, block accidental touches, and even crank the performance settings to squeeze every bit of power out of that Snapdragon chip. You can also record gameplay, tweak GPU boost, and set up performance profiles. And yes, their in-game toolbar is here too, so you can swipe in and access your gaming tools mid-match without leaving the game. The only thing missing compared to their gaming phones is the shoulder trigger buttons, which makes sense. It's a tablet. You wouldn't want to reach for triggers on a 9-inch slab anyway. But everything else, from refresh rate settings to temperature monitoring, is right here and easy to use. And if you ever get bored mid-session, there's even the Mora Assistant, RedMagic's quirky little AI character who pops up now and then with voice lines. It's weird but somehow entertaining. So far, performance has been excellent. The Astra uses the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, one of the fastest mobile processors in the world right now. You can pick between 12GB, 16GB, or a crazy 24GB of RAM, depending on your model. My review unit has 24GB, and it's an absolute beast. Games like Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact run buttery smooth with all the graphics maxed out. I cleared memory, jumped into gameplay, and the frame rate stayed high for hours. The dual vapor chamber cooling system and liquid metal coolant definitely help keep things stable. But here's where things get interesting. Despite all that fancy cooling tech and a built-in fan, the top of the tablet still gets hot, like noticeably hot, especially near the chipset area. After just 5 to 10 minutes of heavy gaming, you can feel the warmth. Not enough to burn you, but enough to remind you that this thing is working hard. The good news? The part where your hands rest stays cool, so it never feels uncomfortable while gaming. After about an hour, the heat drops slightly, but after 2 hours of nonstop gameplay, I did notice a dip in frame rate. That was surprising because RedMagic phones with similar chips don't usually show this slowdown. Maybe it's a software optimization issue. Hopefully an update can fix it. But overall, the experience is still brilliant. Wuthering Waves looked stunning. The visuals were sharp, the animations fluid, and the controls super responsive. Even Call of Duty Mobile ran at max graphics settings without breaking a sweat. When I used a controller, the latency was practically zero. No lag, no drift. That makes it a proper gaming setup on the go. Now about the displays, it's a 9-inch OLED panel. Deep blacks, bright highlights, and punchy colors. It's not HDR certified for Netflix, but honestly, the picture quality still pops. Contrast is excellent, and the screen is bright enough to use outdoors, as long as you're not standing directly under harsh sunlight. And here's the best part. No notch, no hole punch camera. The tiny 9-megapixel front camera is tucked neatly into the top bezel, so you get a full, uninterrupted screen for gaming and watching videos. It's clean and immersive. Refresh rate. A massive 165Hz for supported titles. Not every game can take advantage of it, but for those that do, the smoothness is unreal. Even simple animations in the UI feel faster and more fluid. You also get stereo speakers, one on each side when you hold it in landscape mode. They don't face directly toward you, but they still deliver solid stereo separation. The audio is loud, crisp, and surprisingly full for such a slim tablet. Whether it's explosions in PUBG or background music in Genshin, it sounds rich. And the best part, your hands don't block the speakers while holding it. If you prefer headphones, Bluetooth streaming works flawlessly. It supports DTS-X Ultra, giving you a nice 3D audio effect with compatible earbuds. And that built-in fan? It's whisper quiet. Even under heavy load, you can barely hear it. You'd have to hold the tablet right up to your ear to notice the faint hum. It's way quieter than the fans on RedMagic phones, though maybe a slightly louder one could have helped with cooling. Battery life is solid too. You get an 8200 mAh cell, which is impressive for a tablet this slim. Playing heavy titles like Wuthering Waves nonstop, I got around 4 hours of gameplay on a full charge. Not amazing, but expected given the performance and display. With lighter games or streaming, it easily stretches past 10 hours. And when you need to top up, it supports 80W fast charging. Plug it in for about an hour and you're almost full. That's quick enough to keep you in the game without waiting half a day for power. The cameras, well, they're there. The front one's a 9-megapixel shooter. It's fine for video calls, maybe some casual streaming, but don't expect miracles. The quality is decent in good light, but low-light shots look flat and grainy. The rear camera is 13 megapixels, but let's be honest, you're probably not using a gaming tablet to take pictures. It's mostly there for scanning documents or the occasional photo when your phone isn't around. After a week of use, I can confidently say this: the RedMagic Astra isn't just a gimmick. It's a real gaming machine in a small form factor. It handles demanding titles with grace, looks beautiful, and feels premium in every way. But it's not perfect. It can get warm under pressure and the battery drains fast during intense sessions. There's also no IP rating for dust or water, so be careful where you take it. Still, if you're someone who wants console-level gaming on the go, without lugging around a laptop or dealing with underpowered Android tablets, this thing is worth checking out. It's powerful, portable, and designed purely for play. And honestly, that's refreshing to see.